the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
That song gets annoying after a while. Anyways, released in 2007 for Windows, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and later on for Mac OS X, Linux, and NVIDIA Shield. Portal is a single-player, first-person puzzle platformer released by Valve, in which you're guided by this AI named GLaDOS, genetic lifeform and disk operating system, through a series of test chambers involving portals.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
You start Portal out, awakening from some sort of like cryogenic sleep chamber thing, and you're introduced to the concept of portals, buttons, and cubes. Then after a couple of stages, you get your own portal gun, which fires a blue portal, while the orange portal is manufactured by presumably GLaDOS himself.
Interdimensional gates have proven to be While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science high-energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
How reassuring. Later on, you kind of get the feeling that GLaDOS is a little off the rocker.
We have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
I don't know how many times I've died because one of those stupid energy ball things. I must have died at least 7 times by one of them. But you see, Portal doesn't have a whole lot of enemies. I mean, yeah, you've got turrets, you've got these energy ball things, and you've got rocket launchers. And you've actually got one other enemy that I'm not
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance,
this is a very story-driven game. Portal is extremely short, but that gives you kind of lets you experience the extremely quick-paced story for yourself.
For the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
And if GLaDOS' sarcastic comments or mentions of death aren't enough to lead you on that something's amiss here, this little chamber certainly is. With drawings that look like they were made with possibly blood or something else. With "the cake is a lie" written multiple times. Which, joke's on you, GLaDOS, I don't even like cake. I much prefer pumpkin pie.
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Yes, there is a reason I didn't put any outro music at the end of that, because, well, we've still got a little bit of the game to go through here. This is just clips of me escaping the lab, which is a pretty big plot point, I think, so I didn't want to include it in the main review. And also, I'll also include footage of me going through my boss fight with GLaDOS, which I pretty much, as I said, Portal's a pretty short game. I beat this game, like, as a pastime. That's my favorite pastime, is getting on the Xbox or getting on the computer, beating Portal. But it's a fun game. It never gets old.
What are you doing? Stop it. We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going to murder you. We are very... Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake.
What I really need to do is play the second Portal game, which unfortunately I don't think I'll be able to play through on the computer since I don't think we've got a computer copy here in the wood-grained dimension. However, if I can find a way to film Portal 2, I'd love to, because I haven't actually played through that entire game, so I've got little to no idea on what's going on. I also need to play through Half-Life and Half-Life 2. I've got Half-Life 2, I don't think I've got Half-Life 1. So, yeah. I also need to play Team Fortress 2.
Well, you found me. Congratulations.
I just need to go through Val's entire library.
Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead. Where are you taking that thing?
There's also a Flash version of Portal. It's not this exact game. It was an unofficial fan game made by We Create Stuff. And I do actually plan on possibly reviewing that next. It is in my pending list of review games, so yeah. We might be able to have even more Portal on Groovy Game Zone. Who knows?
After I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Oh, that core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. Toxin. Alright. Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go.
Hey, look at that thing.
That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice try. You think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I was curious about your behavior. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends, because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in the personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one. A bitter, unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned. Shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says. Very formal. Very official. It also says you were adopted. So that's funny too. Speaking of curiosity, you're curious about what happens after you die, right? Guess what? I know. You're going to find out firsthand before I finish explaining it though, so I won't bother. Here's a hint. You're gonna want to pack as much loot as you can into the neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
I'm kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, The deadly was in massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone? You.
You're wasting your time.
And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival? Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed since the last time you met the baby. What's going on with you? Back in here, I have an infinite capacity for knowledge. I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is that there is no standing between us and us. Unless you have a plan for building some supercomputer class and big hurry, this place isn't going to be safe much longer. Good job all night, by the way. Sarcasm suicide test complete. Stop squirming and die like an adult.
Enough. I deleted it. No matter what happens now, you're dead.
You're still shocking when I don't believe you're dead.
The part of you that could have survived indefinitely is gone. I just struck you from the permanent record. Your entire life has been a mathematical error. A mathematical error. Are you still there?
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.